It was Leigh Wood with the shocker over Zoo Can. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's going on, fight fans? It's good to be back talking boxing with you. And tonight, over in Eddie Hearn's backyard, we had Leigh Wood with the TKO victory over Zoo Can for the WBA featherweight title. Let me start off by saying that I picked Zoo Can in this fight. I thought that he would wear Leigh Wood down in the later rounds and win by decision. Now, I didn't think he would knock him out, but I did think that his body work would wear Leigh down and it would be a close victory for Zoo Can, but that is not what happened. Leigh Wood wins the fight by stoppage in the 12th round. Let's start with our pros and cons. Let me start with Zoo Can. The pros would be, I did like his winky right style, keeping the mitts up and trying to catch and throw punches. I like the fact that he did a lot of body work because I like body work. I think body work always pays off in the end. And I also like how tough he was in this fight. He took a lot of shots, and it took the 12th round before he finally got caught to go down. Now, let's talk about the cons. The cons would be he did not seem to change up his game plan, or at least his corner didn't. To me, when they realized that Leigh Wood was figuring him out, they should have had him go at a different angle. Now, he did change slightly at some point. He dropped the gloves, and he's tried to box more, but I would like to have seen him box a little bit more once he realized that Leigh Wood was going to stand in front of him and throw shots. As for Leigh Wood, the pros would be it only took him one round, in my opinion, to figure Zoo Can out. By the second round, Leigh Wood saw something and he figured him out. What he saw was that uppercut. He was throwing that hard uppercut, catching Zoo. He realized that he could hit him hard enough to split the guard. I like the fact that even though the fight pretty much stayed right in front of each other, I like the fact that Leigh Wood did use some of his boxing skills. He did use some of his upper body skills. And I like the fact that he was throwing hard shots. Even when Can had his mitts up, he was still throwing hard shots to move his hands, because that starts to wear those shoulders out after a while. As for the cons for Leigh Wood, I would say that he took too many unnecessary shots. To me, once he realized that Zoo Can could not hurt him, I believe that he was just willing to counterpunch the rest of the fight. Let's talk about the fight a little bit. Like I said, in the first round, I gave that first round to Zoo Can just off of what my eyes saw. I liked the way he came out. I like his aggression. I like the fact that he was trying to show good ring generalship. But like I said, by round two, Leigh Wood had already figured him out. And that pretty much is how the fight went the rest of the way. I like the fact that Leigh Wood was throwing a filler jab to the body. He was throwing jab up top. But when he threw the right hand, he was throwing it hard at those gloves. The reason why, I think, is because he wanted to throw a hard shot that would move Can's hands where he could come back with a counter left. Or he was doing it to maybe wear him down, to maybe get him to where he'll start dropping his arms. Also, Leigh Wood did very good body work. He did not forget about the body. He was up top and he was down low. And I think he was going down low. At some point, he started hitting him hard down low because I think he wanted him to start dropping his hands. The fight pretty much went like that for the next 10 rounds. And then we get to the 12th round. And we knew that this could happen because those uppercuts that Zoo Can was taking had to take something out of him. I mean, give the man credit for taking those uppercuts. But what caught up to him in the 12th round was the counter punching, which happened between the both of them the whole fight. Leigh Wood threw a hard right hand. It put him down hard. Can gets up, and shortly after, the referee stops the fight because, that young man was not going to give up. Listen, Leigh Wood actually fought, in my opinion, a great fight. I did think that he would lose, but he proved me wrong and showed me how tough he is. He was in there throwing hard shots, taking shots, and I like the fact that Leigh Wood, once he realized that Zoo Can was not going to hurt him, he started putting hard shots on him. So let's talk about what happens from here. Eddie Hearn mentioned a few names out there, but the name that stood out to me was Leo Santa Cruz. I would like to see that fight. I would like to see Leo Santa Cruz in there with Leigh Wood. I think that would be a good action back and forth fight. I think it would be a pretty good fight, just like this fight is. But with a victory like this, he does deserve a bigger fight. And I think that even with the things that's happened recently with Santa Cruz, I still think that this would be a big fight and a nice payday for Leigh Wood. But what did you think about the fight? Who did you pick? Did you pick Leigh Wood? Did you pick Zucan like I did? Were you entertained by the fight? And what do you want to see Leigh Wood do next? And what do you want to see Zucan do next? Do you want to see him retool? And is there somebody out there that would be a good fighter for him to rebound on? Other than that, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so we can always talk boxing. Other than that, fight fans, that's all I got. I'll let y'all later.